Hogan was pretty critical of the creative. He went on Mancow on February 18th, saying his match with Luger would turn the company around and that nobody under 40 on the WCW roster has any credibility in wrestling. And that Perry Saturn, who had ripped on Hogan online, had never drawn a dime and never would. And he blamed Russo's writing for the current problems in WCW. And Dave Meltzer writes in The Observer, Hogan needs to go. He's done more to hurt team morale than anyone in the company. The company will never rebuild as long as he's around. Even though there are ways he could be booked that could be very effective, his keeping others down make him not worth whatever potential upside he may have left. Until Bill Bush explains to every wrestler over 40 that their only job left in the company is to make someone under 35 a superstar, and anyone who doesn't do it the right way is gone, there is no hope. There's not one exception, because all those guys who in their minds think they're stars that are over aren't drawing a dime or a rating at this point. Meltzer has some pretty harsh words here about the Hulkster. You were there. Did you feel like he's trying to stir up the internet, he being Hulk Hogan, with this sort of statement? Or did you think it was genuine and maybe what we've heard from a lot of other folks over the years is true? Hulk was trying to hold us down, brother.
I think Hulk, like any talent, wanted to keep things going. It's not like he woke up and everybody wanted their way. Everybody, and that group of, we'll call it the Millionaires Club, and that's why I ask you, but I think it's just a good setting point. Just 12 months ago, business was red hot. That's not that long ago. And now they brought in a guy and he's already out. I mean, disarray, unorganized, a mess. It's just a complete it's an understatement, because you know, Hogan getting on the radio and Mancow, for those who don't know, incredibly successful. I'll call him a shock jock in the Chicago area, used to be syndicated. But I mean, Hogan saying his stuff and the inner office turmoil and everybody, you know, look, the reality is everybody wanted to keep that big paycheck coming, and they were very, very outspoken on what they thought was right or wrong. And there's probably validity in both. I just sat back and tried to really look at it and go, I can't remember having these thoughts. Where's all this going to end? What's the end game here? Who is going to be able to come in and be, I'll call it the Vince, the Jarrett, the Jerry Lawler, the boss, to just say, hey, this is direction we're going, and we're going to be successful at it. And it turns out to be successful. I was hoping for that. I didn't know where it'd come from, but I was hoping that we would right the ship, get the train back on the tracks. But it was very clear by no shows, substitutions, and talent dictating, I'll be at TV, I won't be at TV, I don't like this, I don't like that. I mean, there's a give and take always in wrestling. But at this level, it was it's just such a disaster.